Hello there. In this video, we are going to be studying all about Solana. What is Solana? Why is it even called Solana? Why is it called the Ethereum killer? And once we study a little bit more about the Solana team, its history, its community, the projects that are built in Solana, and the latest news around Solana, we will be in a position to make a much more informed decision about whether the price of Solana will go up or down. Now, I have a bunch of tabs open and we will quickly go through each and every one of them in order to make our financial analysis. Now, there's various types of financial analysis. There's fundamental analysis, there's quantitative analysis, there's technical analysis. But this is a quick overview of our analysis of Solana. So first, let's get started with the history of the project. Now, in November 2017, Anatoly Yakovenko, the man behind publishing the first white paper of Solana, back in the days it was not even called Solana, it was called something as Loom. He described something called as proof of history. Right? Anatoly had a lot of experience working with distributed systems and designing distributed systems at companies like Qualcomm, Mesosphere, Dropbox, etc. In fact, many of the early members of the Solana team, they worked alongside Anatoly at Qualcomm. Right? So you can head over to this website, read a little bit more about Solana's history, the team. You can even go a little bit into the introduction. So very detailed view of everything that you need to know about Solana. Now, once you've studied a little bit about the basics and studied a little bit about the history, let's go into the white paper. Now, this is the white paper that Anatoly published. Now, this is a very complex white paper. It's got a lot of technical jargon and it can be overwhelming. So instead of this, there's a nice little blog post that Anatoly himself has written that describes the main concept of proof of history. Right? I really like this article. He's kind of simplified it, and you can also watch this nice video describing proof of history.
Proof of history enables the blockchain to work fast while maintaining security and
don't worry guys, I'll put up all of these links so that you can watch them your own sweet time. So now that we know a little bit about what is proof of history, what is the history of Solana, let's study a little bit more about numbers. Right? So whenever you're making a financial analysis, there are a few numbers that I really like to check. Number one is something called as the market cap. So what's the best place to find market cap? It is coinmarketcap.com. You can head over to CoinMarketCap, search for the token that you're studying. In this case, Solana. Go to the market cap and it shows that Solana has a market cap of around 16 billion. And one really cool thing about CoinMarketCap that I like is when you hover over this eye icon, it actually describes a definition of market cap and it also tells you how you can calculate it. Right? So market cap is basically your current price multiplied by the circulating supply. Now, circulating supply is also a very important concept that you need to understand. Circulating supply, that's different from your total supply or your max supply. You see, unlike your max supply, which is the total number of tokens there, circulating supply refers to the coins that are accessible to the public. Right? So don't confuse that with max supply and total supply. You can study what the total supply is, how much is the circulating supply, how much of the token has been burned, is there someone holding a lot of Solana in his wallet, etc., etc., etc. Right? Another important thing whenever you're studying a token is to see if the token is listed in the top cryptocurrency exchanges. So which are the top cryptocurrency exchanges? You can see here we have Binance, Bikonomi, Coinflex, ITEX, etc. You can go to these exchanges and see whether Solana or the token that you're studying is listed there. Now, if a token is not very popular or if it's not very reliable, it may not be listed. So that is a good sign to study whether a token is reliable and safe for the long term. Now, once we have done this, the next thing that you can do is study about the Solana ecosystem or the communities of the token. So here, when you go to the website, which is solana.com/ecosystem/explore, we see a lot of the projects that are built on Solana. Right? You can see what are the top projects, what are the top wallets, what are the cool things that people are building around the Solana network. Right? Next, you can also head over to their Discord. Now, Solana has a very active community. You can head over to their Discord community, see what they're discussing there, what the developers are doing, what the validators are doing, what the designers, etc. are doing. Now, once you've gone through the Discord and the community and the ecosystem, the last thing that we need to do is to see the latest news around Solana. So just do a quick Google search, head over to news and see what is the world talking about with regards to Solana. What are the latest projects around Solana? Any upcoming global trends or local trends? What are the regulations around this cryptocurrency? All of that. You can also, if you're lucky, find articles which talk about the latest funding news. So Solana raised around 314 million US dollars to develop the Solana blockchain, and they raised this from one of the most popular venture capital firms out there, which is Andreessen Horowitz, A16Z. Uh, this number is interesting because it was called as pi million, right? 3.14 or 314, 314, which is the number pi. So this is an interesting article. Another interesting article that I found is that there was once a wallet which had 13 million Solana within that, a single account with 13 million Solana. And Anatoly Yakovenko, back then, he came back and he explained why that wallet had 13 million. So he tried to clear that confusion. So try and find as many good articles, news related to the project, because these sort of things also affect the price of the project and the market's perception of the project. So that's it, guys. I hope you were able to take something from this video, be able to quickly understand and evaluate and analyze a cryptocurrency token so that you can make a more informed decision about its price action. Bye bye.